This is the story of Diego, an immigrant, a father, a man with calloused hands and a heart bigger than the world gave him credit for. But not everyone saw that. At J.B. Steel Fabrication Yard, Diego had worked for almost 3 years. Never missed a shift, never complained, always stayed late. But to Mr. Collins, the boss, Diego was just another cheap laborer, someone to order around, someone to mock.
Hey, what the hell are you doing sitting down, Diego? On vacation now?
Just 5 minutes, Mr. Collins. I haven't eaten all day.
5 minutes? This ain't a damn food court. If you want breaks, go run a taco stand.
That laugh? It came from Mark, the new guy. You'd think a fellow worker might speak up, but Mark wasn't like that. He was gunning for a promotion, and he knew what Mr. Collins liked most: control and flattery. That day, Diego quietly put away his lunch and went back to cutting steel on an empty stomach. But that was only the beginning, because soon Mr. Collins wasn't just shouting, he was planning something cruel. Friday afternoon, the sun was relentless. Sweat soaked every shirt. Luis, a kind co-worker, offered Diego a bottle of water.
You are right, man. You look worn out.
Just missing home a bit, but I'm okay. Still got to work.
That's who Diego was. Polite, hard-working, resilient. What he didn't know was that Mark had been in the office earlier that morning, and he and Mr. Collins were scheming.
I've got a surprise for our little amigo. A lesson he won't forget.
Suspension?
Better. Public humiliation. You'll love it.
That evening, as workers clocked out, Mr. Collins told Diego to stay behind, said he had a surprise.
Is something wrong, sir?
Not at all. Come on, boys. Gather round.
Diego stood still, unsure. And then, without warning, Mr. Collins lunged at Diego with the clippers.
No, please don't. Stop. What are you doing?
Saving you a trip to the barber, amigo. It's a favor.
Hey, Diego! Want me to get you a hat or just some glue? Better save that hair, might be worth something in your country.
When it was over, patches of Diego's hair covered the floor. He stood there stunned, eyes wide, face pale. But he didn't shout. He didn't cry. He just picked up his lunchbox and walked out the door. No one knew what to say. No one offered a hand. But what they didn't know was that Diego's story wasn't over. Because in just 2 weeks, Mr. Collins would be fighting for his life, and Diego would be the only one willing to save him.
2 weeks after Diego was humiliated, the man who laughed the loudest received the news that silenced him. Mr. Collins was dying.
Stage 5 kidney failure. I'm sorry, Mr. Collins. Without a transplant, you have about a month.
Mr. Collins stared at the doctor, unmoving, unblinking. This couldn't be real. Not him, not now. But it was real, and it was irreversible. For the first time in his life, Mr. Collins was no longer the boss. He was a man on borrowed time.
You hear about the boss?
Yeah, I did. Karma, huh?
Man's got a month left. That's rough.
Oh, please. He made his bed. Let him rot in it.
Even Mark, the one who once kissed up to Mr. Collins, had turned his back. No sympathy, no second thoughts. But there was one person who hadn't said a word. Diego. That afternoon, Diego found Mr. Collins alone in the break room. The man looked smaller, older, fragile.
What do you want, Diego? Come to laugh at me too?
No, sir. I came to ask what your blood type is,
What? Why?
because mine's O negative, universal donor. If it matches, I'd like to give you one of my kidneys.
You want a what? After what I did to you?
Sir, we're all human. We all make mistakes. But no one deserves to die alone. I believe in helping people, even if they didn't help me.
Mr. Collins said nothing. His throat tightened, his pride cracked, and something began to break inside him. Something cold, something cruel, something he had clung to his whole life.
I don't understand. Why?
Because kindness doesn't need a reason. And I want to show my son that forgiveness is stronger than hate.
Tests were run, blood matched, surgeons were scheduled, and just like that, Diego, the man they laughed at, was about to save the life of the man who shaved his head for fun.
Are you ready, Mr. Collins?
I'm not sure I deserve this.
It's not about deserve. It's about choice. Let's go.
The surgery was a success. Mr. Collins survived. But something even greater was saved that day. His soul. Because when a man faces death and is saved by the one he humiliated, it changes you forever. 3 weeks after the surgery, Mr. Collins returned to the job site. But he wasn't the same man that left. Gone was the swagger. Gone was the sneer. In its place stood a man who had looked death in the face and been brought back by mercy.
Is that Mr. Collins?
No way! Man looks like he aged 10 years.
He's different.
I ask you all here because there's something I need to say. I've been a terrible boss. No, worse than that. I've been cruel, disrespectful, arrogant, especially to one man who had every reason to hate me, and still saved my life.
Every eye turned to Diego, standing quietly by the door. He didn't smile. He didn't gloat. He just nodded, like always, with grace.
Diego, I can never repay what you did for me, but I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying. Starting now, I'm raising your salary by 50% and giving you a permanent supervisor role. And as for the rest of you, I deserve a better leader, one who listens, one who respects. I want to be that person, if you'll let me.
That Friday, for the first time in company history, Mr. Collins threw a party, not for profit, not for promotion, but for gratitude.
Man, this carne asada's legit. Did you make this, Diego?
My wife did. She said Mr. Collins better eat 2 plates or she'll be offended.
Laughter. Real laughter. For once, not at someone, but with someone.
Everyone, can I get a moment? I just want to say this again, out loud, with no cameras, no speeches. Diego, you gave me life, and you taught me what it means to be human.
No one had ever clapped for Mr. Collins before, but that night they did, because they saw something in him they never thought possible. Change. Redemption doesn't always look grand. Sometimes it's a quiet plate of food, a single tear in a boss's eye, a crowd clapping not because they have to, but because they mean it. And Diego? He didn't ask for thanks. He didn't want attention. All he wanted was to be kind.